What up everyone, this is Moritz from Wolkify.com. Today coming at you hidden between two church walls because it's so freaking windy today here in Stockholm that I put the tripod there before, right there, and it almost tipped over. So I'm a little concerned for my camera that was not so cheap. So I'm sorry if the lighting isn't perfect, if maybe the sound is a little bit messed up, but I can guarantee you it's a lot better than filming over there. Even though I just noticed that there's a used condom lying over there and there's a pile of shit right down there. So, oh my god, what the fuck? I mean, this is close to a church. What is wrong with people? So what I want to talk about today is something that I recently noticed when going to work every day. So I take the subway to work here in Stockholm, and in Stockholm we have a pretty neat system when it comes to public transportation. You get a card that you can charge with money, and then you have unlimited rides. You don't have to bother with buying tickets every time. You don't have to bother with making sure that you have a valid ticket when the conductor comes, because you cannot enter the subway station, for example, if you don't have a valid ticket. There are barriers. They only open if your ticket is valid and you hold it against it. In addition to that, there's also a machine where you can charge your card, where you can purchase a new card, and there's also a sort of a clerk building where there's always somebody sitting, so if you really have to, you can talk with somebody in person. So I've noticed that these people sitting in there selling tickets usually are not very busy. The reason is most people have a ticket already, or they can buy it from the machine, so they don't really need the guy there. It's just for the one or two people that might not be able to buy with their credit card or whatever. They might have a specific question, but usually these people have pretty much nothing to do. They're getting paid to sit there and do nothing. So this is a very interesting scenario, because whenever people have the free will to choose whatever they want to do, it's very interesting what they default to. I noticed the people who sit there are usually on their smartphones. They're sitting there, they're swiping, they're typing, or they might watch a movie on a laptop that they brought along, and they get paid for doing that. And to build on that even further, they do that day in and day out. I don't think they work full-time there. I mean, some of them probably do, but most of them, for them it's like a part-time job maybe. They do it overnight even. But a lot of people spend a lot of time sitting there and basically doing nothing. Now, isn't that weird? Think about what you could do with this time instead. Think about what you could accomplish if you had 6 hours every day, 8 hours every day, where you didn't have to do anything. In fact, you would even get paid for sitting there, and it's basically up to you what you're doing with your time. As long as there's no customer approaching you, obviously, then you have to help him and actually do something for the money that you get. But isn't it super weird that these people have hours and hours and hours every day to their free disposal, and all they do is be online, be on their smartphone, be on their computers, watch a movie, instead of, for example, reading a book, working on a business, working on a project, building their personal brand, doing anything productive. I mean, hell, you can do so much if you have so much time at your hands, and yet they don't do it. It's so weird. I've never seen anyone sit there and read a book. Now, you might say the people who sit there and have that kind of job probably are not the most driven people anyway. They're not the kind of people who would sit down and read a book, because those are in fact not the kind of people who would take that kind of job, you know. But they could become the kind of people who don't have to do that kind of job anymore. They could actually advance, they could actually build, they could actually develop, yet instead they choose to just sit there and waste their time and get paid for it. And you know, at the beginning it sounds pretty sweet. Do nothing and get paid for it. I mean, who doesn't want to have that kind of job? But if you actually picture it, if you actually picture sitting there day in and day out, doing nothing, having nothing to do, have nobody to talk with, have no mental stimulation at all, it sounds pretty fucking miserable. And it sounds like you're getting paid to waste your life away. This is what these people do every single day for their living. So my take on this is that, first of all, you can see on the kind of habits and routines that somebody has how far they will advance in their life during their lifetime. So if you have these kind of routines that you spend your time on your smartphone or your computer, if that is your default option, then you can already see why these people are doing this kind of job. And I'm not trying to be, you know, look down on them here in any way. Any job is a good job if you try to move further ahead, if you try to build on the skills that you already have and try to develop yourself. There's no shame in starting at the bottom and you work your way to the top, as long as you're working towards it. So it just seems to me, I might be wrong, these people might prove me wrong, but it seems like these people are not working towards improving their situation. And it seems like just looking at their habits, I can already tell why they are in this kind of situation in the first place. So this is the first thing that I got from observing these people day in and day out. I mean, every single time I take the subway, and I take the subway a lot, these people are sitting there on their smartphone. It's ridiculous. So secondly, I would say, really realize how short your life is. Really realize that you don't have unlimited time. It might seem like that, especially when you're young. I mean, I'm 28. I hope to live another at least 50 years. So for me right now, it seems like on the one hand, I do have a lot of time left to accomplish whatever I want to accomplish. But on the other hand, time is flying. It's crazy how fast time can pass you if you're not careful. And the thing is, it will pass you either way. What you have to be careful about is that you actually utilize it. Utilize it in the best way you know how to. Utilize it in building your skills. Utilize it by meeting amazing people, by teaching yourself really valuable stuff that will make you advance further. And utilize every single second you have. Right now, I'm shooting this video during my lunch break. I have to be back at my desk in my office doing a job that I don't particularly like in 10 minutes. So I ate, and then I said to my colleagues, sorry guys, gotta go out, gotta shoot a video. Now I'm standing here, I can smell the pile of shit, literally, that is lying in front of me. I can look at the fucking used condom, and still I'm recording this fucking video. Because it's important to me, because I know that it is building a skill that I want to develop. I know what I want to utilize the skill for in the future. I know why it is important right now to take these kind of actions towards a specific goal, so I can build on them and build on them and build on them and build on them. And most of all, I know that if I don't build on it now, if I don't develop these kind of skills now, I know I will have to do it in the future to get there. So why not utilize the time that I have to my best knowledge and really go all out? Why not really go all out and see how far you can go? This is what I'm missing when I look at these people, the clerks selling the tickets for the subway or whatever. This is what I'm missing. You can see in their eyes that they don't have a vision for themselves. You can see that there's no spark in there. There's nothing that they're striving towards. There's nothing that they're working for. Instead, they're just sitting there, wasting their time away, wasting their life away, and feeling even happy that they get paid for that. How miserable is that? Really think about what you want to do with your time. Really think about what you want to do with your life. What do you want to accomplish in the time that you have on this planet Earth? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is the gift that you want to give to the world? It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't happen overnight. I know that. But have a long-term vision, have a long-term plan of where you want to go exactly, and then sort of think backwards and think about which actions you have to take now to get where you want to be in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years before you die. This is what I want to leave you with today. Think about the actions you take today to improve your situation in the future. Being on your phone 6 hours a day definitely doesn't help you to improve your future. Reading for 6 hours, amazing. Meditating, amazing. Hanging out with the right people, amazing. Working out, amazing. Really anything that pushes your boundaries is a good thing. Anything that allows you to stay in your comfort zone, not so good. You should think about maybe changing that kind of habit. So, thanks so much for watching. This was me during my lunch break, smelling the pile of shit from over here. If you like this kind of video, please comment down below. Also, if you hate it, please comment down below. Tell me what I can improve. And thanks so much for watching again. Talk to you next time.